let's get this next little bit going here. I don't even remember what television has left for us, but we're going to do it. You tune into the next show just as the words "in color" fade from the screen, and the action appears in the aftermath of chaos. Arachno's troops are cleaning up after a major operation attack on the W Spider building that you remember from a while back, only this isn't news footage. It looks like an old TV show. The camera follows an old model police cruiser as it pulls up, and a pair of stiff-backed, straight-laced, no-nonsense, plainclothes detectives step out. Uh-oh.
I'm just a little android.
Man, why is this track in the middle of the soundtrack instead of at the end of it?
Just a little android.
What happened here? Asked the first cop. Arachnos attacked the W Spider building.
And I'm moving
Why?
so slow.
Marshal Brass was angry. Something about W Spider trying to broadcast an expose on Dr. Aeon. Brass is a real big shot around here. What are we going to do about it? We can't let him get away with this, partner. A crime's been committed. A crime against television. We're going to need outside help, partner. We can't touch Brass, but we can still hurt him. I'm going to call in Tabez. Both cops turn to you. Technically gray of their sharply pressed suits coming right at you. Alright, Tabez, the no-nonsense cop says in a no-nonsense monotone. Let's get to your part in this. We can't touch Marshal Brass. Arachnos needs him just where he is, keeping Dr. Aeon paranoid. But he's got to learn and mess with television. Or not to mess with television. Man, I can't read while walking, okay? That's going to be your job. Brass is a tough guy, but he's got a soft spot. His kid, Ezekiel Brass. We're on his way up the Arachnos organization. Make sure something happens to the son. We'll make sure the father gets the message. Don't mess with television. Taking notes here? Don't mess with television. That's a note you need to write down right now. All right, well, let's go get Marshal Brass's kid, Ezekiel. Boy, to just be a little android. What's up, the person on guard? I wish my father would stop messing with my life. Are you it? Are you what my pop's so worried about? Yeah? I sure am, kid. Heading to sleep. Have a great... Hey, thank you so much. You have a great one, Rises. May your snack mix remain ever crunchy.
I can't find my pain.
Turn the cops are back at their station, writing up their reports. How did it go? Brass got the message, loud and clear. And the kid? Doc's talking about it in the TV lounge. She'll probably pull through. They might end up putting him in one of those tarantula things. Tough break, yeah. That's what happens when you mess with television. Screen freezes. The credits play over still frame of the last shot. Get your name at the credits. Build ads with special guest star Tabet. Oh, hi guys.
I think I'm in a dream. I think I'm back on steam. I want to do my part.
Television is playing a Japanese children's cartoon. The story seems to be about young children who wander the world capturing magical monsters and then training them to fight in vicious duels against other wandering children with the same hobby. It's weird but strangely compelling. Right now, there's a big battle on. The main critter trapping kid is having his favorite cartoon monster fight another kid's monster, but his monster's getting beaten pretty badly. Kind of reminds you of some masterminds you know.
And my battery's running.
They found the wrong person. Well, yeah, they did. They were just like, oh yeah, look at her. She's got a little pointy tail. We could take this one. You can't give up yet, Apocalypse Shoe, he pleads with the beast. Look at Tabez. Even though Tabez knows about all the threats out there, both personal threats and threats to television, Tabez never gives up. Threats like books. Books are everywhere, constantly distracting people from watching television. And television is everyone's friend, so reading books is just like betraying your friends. Tabez understands that, but Tabez won't give up, and neither can you. He turns his large saucer-like eyes directly to you. You won't ever give up, will you, cartoon? Or, cartoon, will you, Tabez? Sure, freakishly stylized cartoon child, never give up. See, Tabez will never give up, and neither can we. A look of joyful vindication spreads across the young boy's cartoon face, and Tabez will prove it. Once Tabez has gone to the old warehouse and destroyed the books in there, where they can get out and harm television, that will show everybody, Tabez, I choose you. The episode ends on that rallying cry. It all makes sense right now. Of course books are bad. You better go and destroy some before they hurt television. Yes. TV is like the #1 story arc in the game for just like reading the writing, man. It's just a hoot. And none of the missions are real bad either. They're all pretty quick and fun. The warehouse is holding books donated by people in Paragon. Maybe their televisions made them get rid of them. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I do need to fight some PPDs, so this is good. We can work on the PPD badge. Oh, yeah. Doc Buzzsaw, the Super Freak, and all that is just a hoot. You know, who... Like, what's that one line? Like, who could have expected my, like, abomination of science to go bad or something? It's like, yeah. Nobody could have predicted that, Doc Buzzsaw. You're just thinking that, yeah. Oh, that's good fun. That's fun. That's good stuff, man. There's no books back here. I no longer care. I'm here looking for books, guys. So the book is really about the harm TV can do if you don't know what you're watching. Oh, wow. No wonder TV wants to get rid of these. These sound bad. These books definitely sound like a threat to television. There it is! She who lives by cybernetic monstrosity powered by a living coral all too often dies by cybernetic monstrosity powered by a living coral. Yes, thank you! Fun stuff, man. A lot of the villain side writing is just awful fun. Radio is great. The television, and we were just talking about it, is definitely great. Doc Buzzsaw's old stuff, not the new arc, is great. Ever been around the physics department faculty? You know, I mean, I was physics department. Well, not really faculty, but I mean, I was. You know, there's nothing quite like going to where they have the building that houses the cyclotron, and you go in there and there's big lead doors and stuff, and the lead doors are just open. And the only thing keeping you from walking into a radioactive nightmare, which will kill you, is just a little line painted on the floor that says "hot" on one side. That's it. That's all you need. You've not been informed that it's not safe over there. Hey, hold on, we got an accolade. Alright, well, couch potato led to an accolade. That's nice, isn't it? So we got a freeze ray right here, which we'll probably never use, but we got it. That's all that really matters. What's up, television? This time, there's another show on TV when you get back. An unctuous interview is introducing a very special guest on the program today. You watch, dumbfounded as you walk onto the set. What? Or at least it looks like you and sounds like you, but you've never been on this show before in your life. After some quick banter, the interviewer asks you on television a hardball question. What the world wants to know is, why did you do it? The television you answers without a second thought. I've thought about it a lot, and I've come to realize that all my criminal tendencies and flamboyant fashion choices come from two sources: books and other reading material, more importantly, video games. I knew it! I've been telling people about the dangers of video games for years. Video games and books. You can't forget the negative impact of those books, too. Lordy. If those books had expanded... Sorry, I keep mute because I'm just cracking up over here. If those books had expanded my horizons, I would have just been a violent social misfit because of video games. So you're saying it takes both? One alone can do irreparable damage, but both together, well, you can see the results. Fascinating! So Tabez, what advice would you give a parent today that didn't want their children to end up as a villain? That's obvious. If you don't want your children to become violent criminals bent on world conquest, you need to act immediately. Don't let them play video games. Keep them away from books, and you probably better keep them inside too. I suggest you replace those other activities with something better, something that can heal them. I'd suggest television. I often wish I'd watched more TV as a youth. Who knows what I could have been? They cut to commercial on that line. You're pretty sure you've never gave that interview, but that definitely looked like you. On the screen is a scene from a classic TV show, a warm-hearted family comedy filmed in black and white. As you tune in, a stern father is telling his son that lying is bad, so it's like father knows best. No matter how good the baseball card was or how much he really wanted it. With an annoying smile, he then sends the boy off to dinner. You're just about to stop watching when you notice that the sitcom father is now looking at you. Oh no. The world behind him comes to a standstill, but he doesn't seem to be paying any attention to it. Instead, he lights his pipe and starts talking directly to you. Now hold on a minute there, Tabez. I still need to talk to you about something very important. Tabez, I would like to talk to you about television, about what television is, and what television does, about what television can do for you, and about what you can do for television, because television needs your help, and after all that television has done for you, don't you think you should help television? I thought so. I'll tell you more after this commercial break, so stay tuned. The exit music for the show begins, and the first commercial appears on the screen. Will you stay tuned through the commercials and see what television is trying to tell you? 2 minutes of advertisements later, the television is showing that same black and white living room with a stern father holding his pipe. Ah, Tabez, I'm glad to see you're back. Well, there's a lot of things you need to understand about television. I think the first place we really need is to start with family. Television unites us. Everyone watches television, so everyone has a common experience of television. That's important because families are built on common experience. So in a way, television provides each of us with a family we can all share and relate to. He takes a long puff of his pipe to give you time to think about that before it continues. Television also shows examples of families that are both like and unlike our own. We have no family. Television is still there for us, to tell us stories and talk to us no matter how lonely we are. So it's very important that people keep watching television. Do you understand? Well, what kind of family would we be if we didn't take care of our own? Right now, a young lady called Amanda Vines has gotten herself into a little bit of hot water with the council. Now, television likes Amanda Vines. She's part of television's family. We want her to be safe. So Tabez, television would like you to help Miss Vines out of trouble. I think you'll be able to manage it. He winks at you knowingly, and then the rest of the show begins to move again. In less than a minute, you're watching the credits roll beneath the old show's distinctive theme song. You also know where Amanda Vines is and that you have to help her. Television wants you to help her. Well, if television wants me to help her, I guess we better get going. Or, as they say, sheesh! Ascendant Cleaver. Like beaver? I guess the council was hoping to leave it to Cleaver. Sorry. I couldn't resist, though. Dr. Blutgast. It'll be much better after we've changed your mind. Get me out of here, I'll make sure you get on TV. Well, that sounds like a deal to me. Come on, Amanda Vines. Come on. I want you to get out of here, and I'm pretty sure you want you to get out of here. So why are we making this so difficult? There we go. We won't talk about any of that right there. We will not. What determines how often you get a prismatic ether as a reward from a mission? When you come back, another episode of the old family comedy is playing on the television screen. Apparently both the younger and older son got into fights at school, and the stern father's reassuring his wife that he'll get to the bottom of it. It's all so normal that you begin to think you must have imagined it all. Just as you're about to turn off the channel, the monochromatic TV mother sees you, wags a finger at you, and says, Now don't touch that dial, Tabez. You see, dear? I told you Tabez would be back soon. The father nods and looks at you from behind the screen, and you were right as always. Do you mind if I talk to Tabez before I go to the boys? Of course not, dear. I still have to make dinner, and then there'll barely be time before the next commercial. The stern but loving monochrome visage of the TV father turns back to you. Now, Tabez, you've done a great job for television. Miss Vines is a great asset to television. People like to see her, and they want to trust her. It's very important that people trust television. And now, television knows that television can trust you. I think you might want to tune in, watch more television, but then, watching television is never a bad idea, don't you think? And with that, the next commercial starts. You turn away from the hypnotic real estate get-rich scheme being advertised. How about that guy Lesko that was all about giving you the free money from the government books? Clear your head. Are you going crazy? No, it's just television. You tune in this time. It's weird. It's a weird old British show. It's about a spy who tries to retire but is kidnapped and taken as prisoner to a strange island. Ah, yeah, the prisoner. He's a free man, asserts the prisoner. His jailer laughs and grows suddenly serious. Tell me, prisoner, have you ever been televised? Televised? Yes, televised as in on television. Haven't we all? We're on television, aren't we? Right now? Indeed, laughs the jailer as he stands up from his hemispherical 1960s Art Deco chair. He waves the prisoner over to a silver tea set on a nearby cart. Once you're on television, we have you. You have me. Who exactly is that? You, my boy. As in you and I, and we, all of us, we're all on television. Therefore, we're all part of television. Jailer takes a sip of tea, then motions toward you with his teacup. Come here, Tabez. I need your help with this. Not only will it prove my point, but it will help eliminate a certain individual who is becoming problematic for the entire television community. All we need is a bit of outside help. You both understand the basic idea that if we're televising, we're also part of television? Quite! And if we step out of line, what will television do? Do? Yes, what will it do? It must do something. Do something? Yes, it must do something or it's not a threat. And you wouldn't have brought Tabez here if it wasn't a threat. The jailer erupts in another big belly laugh. My good man. One only makes threats when one is uncertain of victory. The Tabez is now live, victory is assured. I'll show you what television can do. The jailer turns again. Your target is a Fortunata called Basampi. She's a censor who works for Arachnos, aiding Mr. Pyther and limiting what people can and cannot watch on television. Unfortunately for her, she's been interviewed on television, and thus, she's allowed herself to be televised. Your mission will be to eliminate one of her, so that we can replace her with someone more understanding, someone more loyal, someone just like her. Only capable of living in harmony with television, someone like her previously televised self. Oh, we'll all make sense once you're at the scene. Just make sure our Basampi makes it through all right. I'll leave you to it. And with that, the jailer opens a giant TV view screen that shows the inside of a huge lava lamp. He and the prisoner embark on an even more confusing conversation. I don't know, that didn't seem that confusing to me. I get it. Not a whole lot to say while we're just jogging across Granville again for like the 15th time tonight. That's an exaggeration. Eliminate Basampi. No problemo. You believe she allowed herself to be televised? Have you ever been televised? Now, these are fears that I suddenly have now. What if I've been televised? What does that mean for me? What does that mean for the television? Am I also television? So there's the real Basampi, and there's our fake Basampi. I need to get to the computer so they think I'm the real one. No problem, Basampi. Luckily, I know all of my passwords. Done. Pretty handy. Apparently somebody's doing the Labyrinth of Fog. I just got a zone event message about it, which is kind of wild. When you get back to the TV, the same show is on, but it looks like things have gone crazy. The prisoner seems like his will is nearly broken. There's a duplicate of him dressed in opposite colors standing next to the jailer. The guys in weird uniforms with machine guns. There's a big weather balloon bouncing around eating people. There's a parliament of guys in masks and other weirder things, just as you're about to turn the TV off to preserve your sanity. The jailer lifts a teacup to you, motions you closer. Excellent work! Now, with our point made, thanks to your help, I think the prisoner will soon stop being such a troublemaker. It's part of television after all, and you, my good villain, are one of the friends of television. Television is always there for its friends. After all, there's always reruns. Now then, I'll be seeing you. And that's it. We have now exhausted the television. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty darn good. Man, the writing and all that is just full of fun and energy. there's a lot of text there, but the text pops. It's full of interesting conversations, weird allusions to things. Whoever the writer at Cryptic was back in the day that wrote the stuff for the television arc, which I don't think it was Rick Dakin, but maybe it was, like, great job. It's some of the best writing in the game. Hands down. Or hands up for that matter.